Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a World Cup clash that literally has the entire soccer world holding its breath. The group stages are notoriously unforgiving, and tonight we're looking at a massive matchup where an unstoppable force meets a completely immovable object. So, let's get right into the stakes. The source material sets the ultimate stakes right out of the gate here. Beat Switzerland or go home. Literally, that's it. For these squads, years of preparation, all those grueling training camps and the qualifiers, well, they all boil down to the next 90 minutes. Both teams are stepping onto the pitch fully aware of this grim, do-or-die reality. There's just no safety net tonight. Okay, starting our breakdown in Corner A, the analysis really highlights Canada's massive advantage playing on home soil. And let's be real, a Vancouver stadium crowd is a completely different beast. The sources stress that this isn't just about, familiar locker rooms. It's about channeling an absolutely electric, hostile environment to completely overwhelm the opposition right from the opening whistle. And heading into tonight, Canada is riding a massive wave of momentum. It's perfectly represented by the number 6. Smashing Qatar 6-0 wasn't just a regular win, right? Our sources view it as a psychological shockwave sent directly to the rest of the group. It proves this Canadian offense is just firing on all cylinders and brimming with supreme confidence. Now combine that incredible momentum with Alphonso Davies, and you have a deeply, deeply dangerous attacking unit. Widely highlighted as one of the absolute best left-backs in the world, the analysis points to Davies as the explosive engine of Canada's counterattack. His blistering pace down the flank? Yeah, that's going to force the Swiss midfield to completely restructure their shape just to try and contain him. But let's look across the pitch to Corner B, because Switzerland is absolutely ready to play the spoiler. If Canada is riding a chaotic wave of emotion, our sources view the Swiss as a concrete breakwater. They are pragmatic, they're highly tactical, and the analysis strictly warns against buying too heavily into the Canadian hype, because honestly, overlooking this Swiss side would be a massive mistake. And here is the ultimate tactical contrast. Switzerland actually has their very own magic number 6. But for them, it represents their incredible streak of reaching the knockout rounds in 6 consecutive tournaments. I mean, think about that for a second. That's over a decade of sustained, gritty excellence. They are not going to be rattled by a loud Vancouver crowd because they've survived this exact high-pressure crucible time and time again. The source analysis points directly to Granit Xhaka as the veteran field general anchoring this notoriously stubborn defense. It really all comes down to pure discipline. Under Xhaka's guidance, the Swiss just don't panic. They expertly choke out passing lanes and frustrate highly mobile teams. Breaking through this veteran wall is going to be, without a doubt, Canada's biggest hurdle tonight. So what we have here is the quintessential World Cup chess match. On one side, we have the fiery, fast-paced Canadian offense desperately trying to overwhelm early. And on the other, they're crashing against the methodical, historically proven Swiss defense that is just waiting to absorb the pressure and strike back. When the sources lay these attributes side by side, it's a dead heat. Really. Home advantage and momentum against sheer experience and defensive resilience. On paper, it's a pure 50-50 split. But the analysts who put together these predictions actually weighed these exact factors to make a definitive call on how this delicate scale ultimately tips. Let's see what they predict. According to the source's forecasted path to victory, Canada's attacking flair is predicted to be the ultimate difference maker. They actually project a specific sequence where Davies utilizes his pace to bypass the Swiss lines first, allowing Jonathan David to capitalize on that shifted momentum and secure the deciding goal before the final whistle. So, the final verdict? The sources are predicting a 2-1 victory for Canada, advancing them to the round of 32. Now, that projected scoreline is actually super telling. It implies Switzerland won't just roll over, right? They'll stay disciplined and actively strike back. Ultimately, though, the sources foresee Canada surviving the immense tension and riding that home crowd to punch their ticket. This bold call from the analysts has naturally sparked a massive debate in the broader community. Do fans actually buy into the Canadian momentum, or do they trust the historic Swiss track record of consistency? It's a deeply polarizing prediction. The creators of this analysis really want to keep that conversation going, so they're asking you to drop your own prediction in the comments and follow them for every World Cup 2026 breakdown. Based on everything we've just unpacked, who do you think actually survives this Vancouver clash tonight? Can Canada's sheer hunger and electric momentum finally break that historic, disciplined wall of the Swiss?
We've seen the 2-to-1 prediction, but hey, the beauty of the World Cup is that the script goes completely out the window once that whistle blows. Keep this tactical breakdown in mind as you watch tonight. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer and enjoy the match.